What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Asus Ally gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we're going to try to check out Starfield, just launched on Game Pass here. Now, I was supposed to have a code that was supposed to be given me from Amazon or AMD, somebody, from buying my 7900 XTX, and yet I've seen none of it, nowhere. It's not in my email, it's not in my messages on Amazon. So where the hell is it? And I know what should we call it, in the little thing, because it says it's supported when I put it in the cart. So I don't know what the hell's up with that. So that's why I didn't have one till now. And besides, the freebie they give you is probably not the premium $100 one where you can play early anyway. So I wouldn't have been able to play it by now anyway. But that's why we're skipping the Steam Deck, because as you know, Steam Deck cannot do Game Pass. I'm just gonna do that real quick so it doesn't shut the screen off on me. It already turned off the funny little RGBs on me. I don't know why it does that, but it just kind of does. But in any case, so we're gonna do things a little bit differently for games on the Steam Deck and this thing from now on. There doesn't really seem to be any point in trying games at ultra or high. It's just a waste of my time, your time, everyone's time. I've been told that by quite a few people now. So instead, we're just gonna try some medium, some low, without any upscaling, and then we'll try the same thing with some upscaling, like some FSR, and then after that, I'll try to do my settings, and that'll be that. Since we're gonna try to do 900p this time as well. And that's the reason why I wanted to cut back on some other stuff. That way it's not an hour and 40-minute video every time. So, without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and, well, try to hook it up to capture, but it almost never works anymore. I have a feeling it's never gonna work again, unless maybe it gets another BIOS update, audio update, or maybe GPU update. One of those three things will hopefully fix that so I can hook it up to my capture computer. But until that day, we're gonna have to do it all camera. So apparently I forgot to charge this thing last time, so I'm gonna go charge it real quick, and then we'll get started. Well, I'll probably look at the settings real quick, and then go plug it in. Just makes more sense. That way I can jump right into the gameplay when it's done. Well, alright, so like I said, we're just gonna skip the pointless settings that aren't gonna run well anyway. And we're just gonna start off with medium with no dynamic resolution or FSR. So pretty much everything on medium. I just turned off motion blur because I don't like that. And I got VRS on. It might make it look a little worse, but should help with performance. Got the film grain off because I just don't like that. Same thing with depth of field. Those are just personal preferences, and none of them really affect frame rate at all. So it's just more of a, I don't want to see that. So now, why don't we go ahead and go hop into the game, and we'll see how it plays and if it crashes or does a bunch of lame stuff. Alright, well, we might not be playing this, at least not at 1080p even on medium, because last time I tried to hit new, it just insta-crashed. So let's see if it does this time. Half the time when I try to prove something fails on camera, it works. So that way I'll get what I want. We'll use reverse psychology. Nope. Unfortunately, no. It still just crashes to desktop. So 1080p might just be way too much for this poor thing. So I'm going to try to lower it to 720p and see if the same thing happens. Alright, well, now we're doing the exact same medium settings with no FSR and no upscaling. But now I've toned it down to 720p. I was going to do 900p, but I guess I don't have that option on mine. And I just checked, and it's completely up to date. So I don't know how people are even doing that option. But as soon as I figure it out, we'll start including it. But for now, 720p. So let's see if it can handle 720p without just crashing to desktop. Nope. At least not with no help from FSR or anything, so now I'm going to go back in, try it at 1080p again, but we're going to try it with FSR on and see if that's why it's crashing. It keeps giving me a graphics drivers out of date thing at the beginning too, but and that's up to date too, so again, super outdated drivers are probably hindering me again. But let's go see what's what. Gotta try different things and try to get this thing playing. I don't want another complete fail on my hands here. Okay, so now I've put the resolution back to 1080p, still got everything on medium, but I did turn FSR 2 on, and we're at 66% resolution scale. Because I think I remember seeing that as being either balanced or quality before. Hopefully I'm not wrong on that, but regardless, I'm just hoping it works at all, so I guess let's go hop over to the other screen and we'll go see. Okay, so we've got FSR on, or FSR2 on, at 66% resolution scale with medium graphics. So gonna try to make a new game again and let's see if it crashes still. Come on, you bastard, you piece of garbage. Alright, well, just to do due diligence, I'm going to try the same thing at 720p, but I really don't think it's going to make a difference. Okay, now we're on the same settings as before, as 1080p, but now we put the base resolution down to 720p. So, we're going to try to hit new again, and hope that it works. And if that doesn't work, I'll try turning everything down to low at 720p, and see if it runs with that. And if that doesn't work, then I'm just going to give up and say Starfield's unplayable, at least on my Ally. So, let's try it. Start a new game? Yes. Nope. Does not work. So, I'm going to go try turning everything down to low real quick at 720p with the same FSR settings and see if that works. I doubt it, but I just want to see. Well, last up, these are the settings we're going to try, and if this doesn't work, I'm just going to give it up and say it's unplayable on the Ally for now, or at least on mine. Mine's up to date, so it shouldn't be any different than anybody else's, but it just ain't working for me. But here we go, we got everything on low now, and we still have FSR 2 on 66% render scale with VRS on. And now, let's go and see if it will launch. Well, here we go. Last chance for it to work. So let's hit new game, confirm. Let's see what happens. No. Well, that's a shame, so looks like we have to add another failure to the pot. But it is what it is, so I guess let's go ahead and go wrap this video on up. Well, alright guys, unfortunately that is a fail. Starfield does not appear to work on the Asus Ally, at least not on mine. You saw, I tried a bunch of different things. I didn't just try it at 1080p maxed out on Ultra and go, oh, it doesn't work, and then quit. But no matter what I tried, it did not seem to want to run. So if anybody's got any ideas how they got it to run on their Ally, if they've got one, I'll take any tips. But for now, can't really game on it. And it sucks because I waited like an hour for that thing to download because it was only downloading at like 10 to 30 megabytes even though I got gig internet. I figured it was probably just because so many people were playing, or I figured my Wi-Fi was being lame again. My Steam Deck and this and iPad and phone are about the only thing I ever do on Wi-Fi at home anyway. So I think my Wi-Fi might just be dying. But in any case, that is all I got for you guys for this video. I'm sorry it ended up being a fail. I really wanted to play some Starfield on the Ally for you guys, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be at this exact point in time. But I still enjoyed making the video for you guys, and until the next video, peace out, guys.